Hey, I sincerely want to welcome you once again to Work Pro Experience. It has been wonderful, and I want to commend you. All of you have been great. I tell you, your doggedness, your resilience, your perseverance in making sure that you inculcate the right sense of experience into yourself is very, very commendable. And I will not take it away from you. Okay, so in this particular training video, there is something unique we want to do. You want to ask me? Yes, just go along. There is a gift, a special gift from Shiloh Media in conjunction with Caleb University that will come to you. But before we get into it, let's quickly look at what do we have today. Now, online radio system. Now, I know you all must have heard of terrestrial radio. Of course, we have one in Caleb University. If you are very close to Mascom, you will know that we have one. Oh my God. Yes, as good as it is, and as good that we have a broadcasting system, but there is a limit to our reach. There is a limit to where we can, reach, and that is the reason why this training is very, very critical. I am glad to announce to you that at the end of this training, you will be a proud owner of radio service. You are wondering how come? How would that be? Yes, just relax. I want to tell you, nothing that is short of what you will get in any other terrestrial station, you'll be getting from your radio system, which means that you can broadcast and everywhere in the whole world they will be listening to your radio service. Now, let's quickly look at what is an online radio system. Now, an online radio system, also known as internet radio or web radio, is a platform that streams audio content over the internet. Internet has empowered us to do the unusual today. Through the internet today, of course, you can connect to any part of the world seamlessly. And that is what online radio is striving on. Now, it allows users to access a wide range of radio stations, podcasts, and audio content from around the world. Oh my God. Now, let me give you an instance. Now, there is a service called Radio Garden. Now, if you go to radio.garden, just type it on your browser and opens it. Now, radio.garden, which we call Radio Garden, is a wonderful system. Now, look at it. All the radio stations, most radio stations anyway, around the globe, look at it, moving. The globe is moving and it's going somewhere now. Wow.
Juste là où il y a des faits divers, artistes et producteurs, j'attire un masse d'auditeurs. Je veux me fondre dans la masse, tu me verras jamais en eau d'hiver. Perdre un poteau que t'aimes bien, ça casse le cœur comme un divorce. Je suis motivé, j'ai le montrage activé. Si j'en suis où j'en suis, c'est pas un accident. Tu pas les photos, fais pas de mal à tata.
Now, I've shifted to Brussels, and it's trying to navigate for me to here. Now you can move around. Let me move to this one. If that one is not playing, so you can always move around the world and listen to several great radio stations. Okay, for instance, now let me search for Nigeria. When I come here now, I search. I say Nigeria. And of course, you see several radio stations from Now, Agidigbo is in Ibadan. Agidigbo is in Ibadan. You soon hear it now. Then you see Bond FM, Brillia FM, Classic FM. You can listen to any radio station listed online. They are all at your fingertip. That is the power of online radio. Of course, look at it now. Imagine, can you hear? I'm listening to Agidigbo. Perfect. So now, without wasting time, I don't want to waste your time. Let me stop it. Now, as you can see all of these radio stations, so also, by the end of this particular training, you also have your radio station listed here, popular radio stations, which means that people from all over the globe will be able to listen to your radio. Now, what are the key components of online radio? We have streaming server, which stores and manages audio content, handling user requests and streaming audio signals. Yeah, so you have a server, and of course, that is what we'll be getting in this particular training video. Then we have content management system, CMS, that manages metadata, schedules, the playlist for radio stations and podcasts. Now, let me quickly say, one beautiful thing about online radio is that you don't need to be there 24/7 to run your radio. You just need to, you know, schedule your program, and it plays. It plays for you. There is what we call auto DJ there that that helps you to do everything without you being there, and that is the power of artificial intelligence. So I'm so excited that in this particular training you will be getting a panel, and of course that will be controlled by AI, which means that you can broadcast your content, you can engage your listeners, you can engage your customers 24/7 without any challenge. Okay, then we have player software, which means you can embed in website or mobile apps, play audio streams and display metadata without any issue. So there is a software that will do all of this. Now, internet connection. Okay, it enables listeners to access online radio stations and content, which means that, of course, it requires internet. And of course, internet is becoming your second clothes today. Everybody needs internet, and of course, that most time you are not you are restless. You will not sit down and overlook, you know, internet. You must have it, and that is what gives the power to online radio. Now, what are the features? We have global access, which means that listeners can access online radio stations worldwide. You can broadcast here, and people everywhere will be enjoying you. So it's very, very great and beautiful. Then we have personalization. Users can create playlists, favorite stations, and receive recommendations. On-demand content, okay, podcasts, archives, and catch-up radio enable users to listen at their convenience. We have interactive part of it, which means that listener can engage with stations through chat, social media, or phone apps. What are the benefits? Very convenient. You can access online radio anywhere with an internet connection. Variety. It offers vast range of genres, languages, and content. Cost effective. Unlike terrestrial stations, this is very, very cost effective. You will soon see the small money you will have before you can have your online radio. So, in fact, it's like you are not paying anything. And I'm going to give you a gist that for this one, for this particular one, for your first month, you are paying nothing. You are paying nothing. Of course, you will all get access to the server and begin to broadcast your online radio without paying anything. So we also have targeted advertising. You can begin to advertise your product, online, to people. Now, online radio systems have revolutionized the way we consume audio content, offering flexibility, convenience, and global access to diverse radio stations and podcasts. Now, I've shown you now. I give you an example. I went to radio.garden and I tell you we are going to guide you on how to list your radio on the world. That in the world they will begin to listen to your radio. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you are part of this training. Now, for this training, yes, there is going to be a promotion code that you are going to use. And that promotion code is WorkPro. Is WorkPro. Now, I'm going to quickly guide you on how do you activate your server. Now, the Caleb University, in conjunction with Shiloh Media, is offering you this opportunity. So let's go right away. How do I get my radio service installed? And of course, the subsequent video will show us how do I make it available on my website, my own personal website, your own personal website. So let's go. So I go back to um, the my browser, go back to the browser, and I type, okay, Shiloh Media, shilohmedia.com.ng, shilohmedia.com.ng, and of course it opens for me. And as it opens, I access my, yeah, it has opened. So I click on login. Then I log in. Of course, login will take me to the login page where I will put my username and password. Yeah, so it has opened for me. So the next thing now, I put my username of course, my email address, and I, of course, click login. Oh yeah, so now I have logged in, even though sometimes you can see something like this. Don't worry. No, you can just click on page if you like. Sometimes some of you see this. It's not a problem. Now, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I want to add another service. Don't forget, I have some services. I have my hosting. I have my domain name. I've gotten. I want to add another service. So I come to services. I come to other new services. Can you see? Other new services. And of course, the page opens for me. Now, I'm not looking for any of this. I click on show menu. If you are using system, it will be easy. I click on show menu. Then I come here, audio streaming, shoutcast, and nicecast hosting. If you are using phone, try to navigate to where we are. So here now, I click order now, basic beats, order now, basic beats, order now. Okay, so I click it. Then this opens for me now, and I click continue. Now you can see the price is 7,650 naira. That is what actually you're supposed to pay. But Shido Media and Caleb University is giving you this. So I need to type work pro, capital W, capital P, work pro. Then I click validate code. I click validate code. Now, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Look at it. So I have nothing to pay. Just you too will have nothing to pay. But let me tell you, it is for a limited time. On the 12th of July, there. It is for a limited time. So please take note of this and do it as soon as you receive this video. So I click checkout. I click this checkout. Then what next? I click complete order. Okay, that will enable me to have my service running. Oh my God. So let's look at it. I'm waiting for it to finish loading, then I move to the next thing. Wow. So look at it. Thank you for your order. You will receive a confirmation email shortly. Now, for those of you who will be very fast to use the code WorkPro, I tell you, you are paying nothing. But after the time, don't come to us and be saying that, oh, I didn't know, oh, I've missed it. Don't worry. You just need to pay the amount. No problem. But for those of you who will be very fast, it is 7,000 plus naira, 7,650 naira. Oh my God. It's very wonderful. I love this. So now you click continue to client area. Wow! Look at it. I have two services now. Before it was one, which is my hosting. Now, because I have added this radio system, it's now two services. So I click services. Let me look at the service now. Now, if you check it now, you will see the two services. I'm expecting it to open for me so that we can see it. Oh my God! Look at it. This is uh, the the hosting plan before, and this is my radio service. So I click on this basic bits to check my service. Wow! Look at it. That is what I have gotten, and I'm sure you too will get it. So now let's look at what you will get here. You could see the registration date, you see the payment method. You can see I paid nothing, no, but the recurring payment, of course, will be 7,650 naira. Okay, so it's active, which means that I can have access to it. So let's quickly get to the panel and see how it looks like. Now, how do I go to my panel? For those of you using system, congratulations to you. Very easy. Now look at this URL, https colon /digibroradio.com/broadcaster. Just open it in a new tab. Open it in a new tab. Open in a new tab. Okay, so let's look at it in a new. Wow, it has opened. Look at it now. It has opened. Okay, now so you can see audio streaming control panel. You see the username. You see the password that you're going to supply. So how do I get my username and password? Then I come back here. Now, this is my username. Let me copy it. This is my username actually. Just copy it. The system gives you the username, so just copy it and paste it. So that is my username. Then I need my password. Now you have to be very careful here to copy the password. So just carefully copy the password. Okay, carefully copy the password. Copy it, then come back here, then paste it. So I paste it, I paste it. I paste it. Just check and see if everything is fine. Okay, it's fine. So I click sign in. So let's see how it's done. Wow! Look at it. This is what you'll be getting too. Look at it. Your radio panel. You'll be getting this. Oh, it's free for you. Just make use of the code WorkPro and you get this. Now look at it. Wonderful things. My channels, my audio DJ, my DJs, jingles, social relay, which means I can simulcast to social media platforms, crossfade, normalize volume, recording, all of this. We are going to be going through these trainings. We'll go through it. So I want to say thank you very much for being part of this. I will stop here. Of course, this video, I don't want it to be too much. In the next video, we'll now look at things that we need to know concerning this particular system. So we'll see you. Bye for now. Thank you.